Hey adventurers, so today is going to be another book review. This is going to be for Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling. This is fantasy, low fantasy, adventure, school setting. We kind of know what this is because we've been following. It's the same genres as has been for the previous 5 books in the series. So this is book 6 in the Harry Potter series. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince is book 6 of the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. This is the penultimate book in the series and does a lot for helping us understand what is happening in this latter half of the series. Character journeys are being solidified and stakes are being raised as we move toward the finale. Before I get into the main body of this review, I'd just quickly like to say welcome to an Erudite adventure. I'm T. If you're liking what you're seeing from us, please like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, so at this point in the series, we know that we know what we are getting. We've been through this 5 times before, but it's still just as whimsical and fun as the other books. What this one does, though, is it takes the stakes we've been dealing with for the past few books, mainly books 4 and 5, and puts them on full display here. We know that bad things are coming, and indeed are already here. This is a very strong book in the series. Most people hold it as their favorite of the series, and I understandably so, rightfully so even. And after rereading, I might be there as well. It's very possible that this is now my favorite book in the series after a reread. I'm still tied between Half-Blood Prince and Order of the Phoenix because I really like Order of the Phoenix and a lot of the stuff that's going on there. Order of the Phoenix is still a top contender though, and I feel like from start to finish, Order of the Phoenix is extremely strong. I think the first 2/3-ish of Half-Blood Prince is not quite as strong as Order of the Phoenix, but that last third of the book is quite a bit stronger than anything in Order of the Phoenix. So it kind of blends the two together well enough that it's very easy to compare the two for me, and it makes it very hard to decide which one I enjoy more. So it is hard for me to decide, but both are very strong books in my opinion. The ending of this book hits particularly hard. We've had other moments throughout the series that have done so, but it's just upon rereading that I'm realizing how truly powerful these moments are. And I mean, I know them. I'm familiar with them because I've read the books previously. I've watched the movies several times. I know that these events are coming, and I know that they're going to hit hard. I've never really realized how hard until this reread, and then reading them and seeing how they affect the story, how they are influencing what's going on. I understand. I 100% realize and understand and grasp the depth, the complexity, the importance of these moments. But this book really begins to solidify characters and relationships, and it sets up for an incredible finale. And based on my memory of book 7 as well as my memory of the movies, I don't think book 7 is as strong as 5 or 6. However, I think that it still does a really good job at wrapping up the series, at closing out this series. But Half-Blood Prince absolutely it just solidifies so many of the things that we've been seeing in these first, and I think that's kind of why it's such a strong book, is because it does solidify all these things that we've been building towards and starting to see through the first 5 books in the series. And book 5 kind of starts doing that, but book 6 really solidifies, really firms everything up, confirms what we're seeing, leading to, so that we can move into book 7 and it can be the finale that it needs to be. Overall, I've had so much fun rereading the series and just taking another look at it. Trying to find things to add to the conversation with these reviews has been a bit difficult. I'm not going to lie about that, but I have wanted to review them because for one, I'm reviewing every book that I read, mostly every book that I read, but so there's that absolutely as part of it, but also I wanted to reread them I wanted to review them because I want to formulate my thoughts in a way that is coherent for me, and so that I can look back at them in the future, maybe if I want to, and see what I actually thought of these books. That's why I like to do reviews for all the books that I read. And because of that, I'm very glad that I have decided to not only reread, but also review each of these books as I go through them. It's well worth the time for me, and I love the fact that I can approach it with less nostalgia and just really purely look at the stories themselves, because there's a little bit of nostalgia tied to them, and just the fact that these books fit into a nostalgia hole that even if it's the first time that you've consumed them, even if you read them for the first time as an adult, you read them and they build their own nostalgia as you go. It's really interesting, and it's really, really well done, honestly. There's a lot of great stuff in it, but being an adult the first time that I read them and then rereading them this time as an adult, I can really just look at them nostalgia free in terms of like nostalgia for my childhood, just coloring everything, and just look at them purely as the stories that they are and understand what's going on and really appreciate them in that light. And yeah, it's been good going through them on audiobook as well. Who's it? Jim Dale is the narrator that I'm listening to these by, and I like them. I don't love Jim Dale's narration, although he has gotten better, and I'm enjoying him more and more with each successive book. So book 7, I'm looking forward to. I'm planning to get to that pretty soon here. I need to put it on hold from my library so that it actually comes through. But yeah, that is my review for Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling, book 6 of the Harry Potter series. Thank you guys for watching an Erudite Adventure. We post videos every Monday and Thursday and have our social medias linked in the description down below. We'll see you guys again soon. Stay warm.